everybody, welcome to your 15-minute Reformer stretch workout. So it's 15 minutes back-to-back stretches that are my favorite on the Reformer to reset your whole body. It's great stretches for your hips, your hamstrings, and your low back. So I hope you love it as much as I do. We're going to get started on 2 red springs. So go ahead and drop down just 2 of your heaviest springs. We're going to lie down and start with feet and straps, which is my all-time favorite. So lie on down and grab your long loops and pop them over the arches of your feet. Once you get them right onto the arches close to your heels, bring your knees to tabletop. Feet are separated, knees are separated. And on your exhale, give me a nice long push out through the soles of your feet. Then inhale, fold back in towards the body. Keep that going. It's a nice strong exhale to press out into the straps. And then inhale to fold back in. So we're just waking up the hip joint. Feel free to go past your 90 degree here because we want to encourage that deep squat and get a little stretch through your low back. Exhale, feet to the opposite wall. And while you're here, getting your body moving, remind your upper back, your shoulders, your neck to relax. Take full big breath. Exhale to press out. We'll take 2 more, just like this. And then the last one, keep both legs straight. Still separated, sweep your legs up to the ceiling. And then exhale, press both feet down into the straps like you're painting parallel stripes on the ceiling. Lifting back up with your inhale. And then exhale, press down and away. You want to feel a nice long stretch to the back of the hamstring, but try to be mindful that you're not going so high up that your tailbone's popping off the carriage. We want to encourage that separation from hamstring to low back. So find that deep crease at your hips and press out and away with the straps. Big breath on the way up. Inhale and exhale, reach. Again, thinking of that imagery of like brush strokes, like you're painting the ceiling, it gives you a lovely sensation of pressure, but I want you to keep that pressure on the way up too. So as your feet go up to the ceiling, you continue to push into the straps as if you're trying to apply pressure to the wall and the ceiling with the soles of your feet. That should create a little bit more length in your hip, a deeper stretch, and a little bit more work. All right, last one, and we'll take it into circles. Feet together at the top. Exhale, both feet go down towards the foot bar. Open a little bit wider than the Reformer. Come up and around to the top. And since, again, we're working on mobility here, as well as strength, feel free to go a little bit bigger with your circles, as long as you keep integrity in your low back, right? So you're going for a stretch. You want to mobilize the hips, but make sure you're not arching and tucking too much with the pelvis. Easy shoulders, big, beautiful breath. As you separate at the bottom, again, keep that sensation of pushing out into the straps, even as the springs are closing. So it's easy to push into the straps down because you have to, but on the way out and around, you want to continue that same energy like your feet are slicing through the sidewalls. Beautiful long length from hip to toes. Reach, reach, reach. One more this direction. And we reverse. Open at the top. Exhale down and away. Inhale back to the ceiling. Open. Exhale, press. Inhale back up. Keep connecting back with that breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. When you have that power in your legs, you want to pair that with your breath out. About 2 more here. Think of your legs getting longer with each circle, reaching past the foot bar to the opposite wall. At the very top, go ahead and hold the straps to encourage kind of your feet up the wall. Nice deep hamstring stretch here. You can hang out here with straight legs, or you can start to bend and extend the legs, either both or one at a time. Reconnect with your breath. You can even close your eyes and just relax into the carriage. All right, bend your knees into your body. Take the straps off of your feet. We'll change the springs just for a quick moment. Rolling on up. Let's drop one of the heavy springs and pop on your lightest spring. So I've got a red and a yellow on my Reformer. You want a little bit of heat here, but it's to stabilize the springs or stabilize the carriage so you can get a nice deep stretch through your hamstrings. So I've got red and yellow. If that feels too heavy, you can always do this on a single red. We're gonna take the long strap over our right arch. So just one foot in the strap. My left foot stays on the foot bar. I'm gonna allow the spring to pull my right leg towards my body as I bend into my left knee. So now the spring load is creating this beautiful hamstring stretch for me, and I can just focus on relaxing. But check in. If your hamstrings are a little tight, having this left knee bent might be too much. So you can keep the left leg straight or kind of ease into it by adding a little bit of movement. Just breathe deeply. You're also welcome to grab onto the rope itself and kind of assist the stretch, just like if you had a yoga strap on your foot. So play around with any variation, using the strap, bending the left knee, come back to the breath. And you want to feel that lovely stretch at the back of your right leg. On your next exhale, let your right leg open out to the side, kind of like in your stag position. My left knee is going to open up to the opposite side as a counterweight. So I've got my right leg in a half straddle. My left knee's turned out. You can use the rope for support if you'd like. You can even hold onto the shoulder block. It's a nice little way to, again, anchor yourself center. So your legs can be dead weight, but you're keeping your pelvis center. Breathing deeply into the hamstrings, into the inner thighs. Easy shoulders. On your next exhale, take the right leg back up to the ceiling. We're going to press the right leg down just slightly so that your left ankle can cross up and over your right thigh. So you're like reclined pigeon, figure four stretch. The right leg can stay straight, coming up towards the body to increase the stretch on your left hip, or you can bend the right knee, and that's going to make it really intense. So if it gets to be too much, I like to push my hands in opposition on my hand on my knee and my ankle. So I get the pull from the strap, but it's not too much too soon. Big breath. Keeping your top foot flexed is great if you're feeling a little bit of pull on the knee. Flex that top foot and then hold onto the knee just to create some stability around the joint, and see if you can gently deepen the fold at your right hip crease. Keep breathing. One more deep breath here. And then push into the strap with your right foot. Uncross the left foot, set it back on the foot bar, and just take the strap all the way off. All right, second side. Left strap's gonna pop onto the left foot. Straight up to the ceiling, keeping your right foot on the foot bar, and then start to bend the right knee slowly to create a deeper stretch through the back of your left hamstrings. Now again, a couple options. You can hold onto the rope if that feels supportive and gives you a little extra pull, extra stretch, or you can just let your arms relax and let the Reformer do the work for you. Totally up to you. This stretch should feel effective, but if your breathing gets restricted, I would back out a little bit. You want the breath to be consistent and full. It's going to help your muscles fully relax so you're not fighting it the entire time. Big breath. On the next exhale, gently guide your left leg out towards that straddle or that stag pose, half straddle. I'm bending my right knee deeply in order to let that left leg drop open a little bit more. You can use the right shoulder block as a counterbalance. You can keep holding onto the rope to deepen the stretch and help support the leg. But make this work for you, right? So if your arms want to lay down by your side, they can. Big breath. And then exhale, bring the left leg back to center, pushing with your bottom foot to press the strap out a little bit further. Your right ankle is now going to cross on top of the left thigh. Create that figure 4. Left leg can remain straight or bend the left knee deeply into the body. Big breath here. If you're like me, this hip is a lot tighter, so ease in. It will be totally normal to have one hip that's a lot more loose than the other. For me, this is my dominant side. It's the hip I stand in all day, so it's a little tighter. Big breath. If it becomes too much, remember you can push your arms against both legs or even just step into the strap a bit more, pushing the whole rope away from you. One more big breath. And then push the left leg long, uncross the right foot, set it back on the foot bar, and take the strap off your foot. All right, slowly roll on up. We're going to switch over to just one heavy spring. We're going to go into a little combination of Mermaid and Swan. So turning to the side, so your right shin is up against the shoulder blocks, and your left shin is parallel with the edge of your carriage. Also, you want your foot bar pretty high. Wherever you would set it up for footwork is usually a good height. Have your left arm slightly in front of your shoulder and your right palms open to the ceiling. Nice, beautiful posture. Think dancer arms. Press the carriage out. Big, beautiful side stretch over to your left. Breathe into your side ribs. And on your next inhale, begin to lift up. Grab for the shoulder block, counter stretch on your exhale. Left arm up and towards the back of the reformer. 2 more times. Beautiful big inhale, up and over. Hold for the exhale. And then lift on your inhale. Up and over, exhale. Feel that beautiful stretch right through the rib cage, all the way down to your hip. One more time, we'll stay up and over to the side. So inhale, big beautiful arc with the right arm. Exhale to stretch deeper. Turn towards the foot bar and spread your arms wide. So got both my right and left arm as wide as the foot bar, as wide as my shoulders. Press the carriage away so your arms are now by your ears. And then begin to lift into your swan. Lift your heart, lift your chin. Exhale, slide everything back. 2 more, big breath. Exhale, push back. Last one, aim for a nice little abdominal stretch here. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, slide the foot bar through the wall in front of you, as far away from you as possible. Stay low. Left arm goes back to where your right hand is. Unravel the spine and then lift back up with control. We're going to counter stretch one more time. I find this stretch is intense, but so good for us. Lift up and out of that left hip. Big breath, reach the fingertips, let the ear drop towards your right shoulder. And then slowly stack your spine. All right, second side. So just swivel around. Same thing on the second side. So left shin up against the shoulder blocks. Right shin is parallel with the carriage, and you want your right hand to be a little bit in front of your shoulder. Left arm is up, beautiful lifted heart. Take an inhale and an exhale to go all the way over. And then slowly lift back up. Inhale for length, and then exhale to counter stretch. Lift up and out of your waist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, up and over. Now, if your hips are super tight, be easy on them, right? You don't want to be fighting your hips the entire time. So maybe start with a smaller range of motion and always come back to that breath. One more time, we're going to come up and over towards the foot bar. Big, beautiful side stretch. Now turn your body towards the springs. Both hands on the foot bar. Slide your shin back into the shoulder blocks. Biceps by your ears. Begin to lift your heart up. Big, beautiful inhale. Exhale, slide the foot bar away from you. Push it into that front wall. 2 more. Big, beautiful inhale. Exhale, slide back. Last one. And as you exhale and push back, 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 take your right arm forward towards the left hand, unravel the body back into your twist, and slowly rebuild your spine. Nice big counter stretch up and over to your left. Reach the side of your ribs. Big breath. And then slowly rebuild your spine. Take a seat cross-legged. Roll the shoulders up and back. One big, beautiful inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands back down. And you are all done. I hope your body's feeling nice and rejuvenated. A good stretch for your low back and hips. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Bye.